beautiful morning here in Australia. I'm on the New South Wales coast, about halfway down. At a pretty significant dreaming point for the Indigenous people in Australia. And this is what I want to bring into attention, is the dreaming and how our people too, the Europeans, we have our own dreaming. And when I say dreaming, it's what connects us to our ancestry, our ways of being, our very soul, and all of our soul family that are in spirit form. And I'm not just talking about the soul family of our bloodline. This is beyond. This is like the soul family of your soul. So when we connect to this as people, you stop looking for all the things you're trying to buy and all the things you're trying to fill yourself with from the outside. It is your source and your connection to source in a sense, but it's delivered in dreaming. So you're in direct contact with, say, the embodied consciousnesses in God form, which you can engage with and learn from directly. And we have the most profound dreaming. We are, in a sense, the architects of dreaming. If you have to break down like the European people, we're like the architects of the dreaming. So our dreaming is vast and very profound. It's connected to the tree of life in Yggdrasil, and it has 9 worlds in it. The norms, which are the weavers of fate, 3 women sit at the bottom of the tree, and I've been there. And they are weaving the whole story, the whole saga. And of course, the way that we get there is one of the ways I know proven. I'm sure there's probably many other ways, but one of the ways that I know that you can get there, and you have all the tools to be able to navigate your way through there, and you're connected to your figures, which is your soul guides. That word right. Yeah. And you're connected to your figure, which are your soul guides, and you know them personally and by name, because I know a lot of people out there are aware of guides and asking them for assistance and help, but there's not many of you yet that are to know their names and are connected directly with them and are in a relationship with them, knowing them personally. So I wake people up through the runes, so I walk them through the runes, and there's 24 of them. There is a beginning and an end point, and it's a journey over 48 weeks, giving each rune from 9 to 14 days to really be integrated within your DNA and your system. They're like tuning forks, which are already in there, but when we walk them in this consecutive way and knowing the right positioning of certain runes to open up the wheel, then we start to return to our dreaming and the ancestors and our guides that are part of our construct as a human and soul. And it's glorious. All of the initiations, rites of passage, all of the things we need to know as a people is in the dreaming. So you will traverse with this for the rest rest of your life and beyond here. So once it's awakened, it is up to you to maintain and to keep it alive, like any connection, like any relationship. If you don't water your flowers, they will die. They don't get water. So it's in a similar, but there's a coming home like never before. So you want to do these things, and the beauty and the experiences that you are destined to have once this is awakened is just, it's breathtaking. And the symbolic meaning within the dreaming is just, I have traversed through many different cultures and spiritualities all around the world, and sitting with many elders of different tribes, and I always reflected on how I could sense they were looking at us as a people and thinking, like, when are they going to wake up and realize that they actually have their own way and their own dreaming, and it's like the intelligence of our dreaming it's beyond like any artificial intelligence you could ever. It is divine intelligence. So once you're plugged into that, the dreams are curated specially for your being, and you're off on your journey home to your soul, and all of the rites and passages, initiations, they arrive before you even know it's time. So it's not like you're seeking anymore. You're actually becoming every moment, in the most efficient, glorious, homecoming, beautiful, divine journey you could ever have the wisdom to know that this is even possible. So, and it's all very real. The gods and goddesses and the elves and the dwarves and the dark elves and star beings and all of the spirit animals and all of the nature animals, the realms between earth and which is the Celtic dreamings, and it's all very Lord of the Rings. Let's just say that, in a most unique, tailored narrative for your journey that will enlighten your heart and bring you home like nothing else. And this is the gift that I know the way of. And I'll only be taking on a small amount of students each year, up to 10 I would say maximum at this point, because I really enjoy doing the one-on-one journey with each person, because it is so unique. Maybe later on, as this evolves, there might be techniques where it can be more group orientated, but so if there's any questions or anything you'd like to know deeper about this. And another thing that I'd really love to express here is that, the old program that's still running in humanity of the heathens and the Christians, that this is beyond that. There is no separation. I've spent time in the Christian church. I've sung with them. I've spent time with Jesus, in his energy form. This is not a war between the two at all. They don't have that story. That's something that the humans constructed. So this is beyond that. This was primal magic that was with us. runs in the very land, which is where I was just for 7 months picking up a lot of codes that were missing in the European soils. This is the primal magic that is connected to our very beings upon arrival, and now it's wanting to evolve. And my connection is directly associated with the gods and goddesses, and I'm very woven within the mythology and creating new mythology with them. And that's also something that wishes to be shared. The old story, it's time for it to update. You know, we as people are ready to grow and expand into the next, dreaming. And I'm here to share that. So if there's any small-mindedness, like around that old story of the saga and the separation, please instead be curious and ask questions, because this is not a divide. This is a coming together and moving forward in a new way. So I just wanted to express that, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing from you all. And if there's anything you'd like to ask me, I'm here. And I hope you can feel the beauty of the sea this morning, and in Australia, and on the mid-north coast, on the eastern side of Australia. And it's glorious. It's basking in the light of your